Great to be with you this morning to talk about what our government is doing to enhance Australia's economic security in a time of global uncertainty, and to discuss the reforms that we're undertaking to drive Australia's future prosperity and our productivity. This is the essential balance that defines our approach as a Labor government, dealing with the pressing challenges of the here and now while never losing sight of the future. My government does take a similar approach to the pandemic. What are the lessons that we can learn? How do we provide support in the immediate term in a way that builds for the long term? And this is a balance that CEDA has long understood. It's a thread that runs through all the conversations at these State of the Nation conferences that I've been attending for some time now, focusing on the present challenges that Australia has to overcome, while looking to the opportunities we must work together to seize. This approach was central to the budget that Treasurer Jim Chalmers handed down here just over a month ago. Advanced economies around the world are dealing with the very difficult combination of high inflation and rising interest rates. Russia's illegal and immoral invasion of Ukraine continues to impact international energy markets and supply chains, and tight financial conditions overseas following recent bank collapses are adding to the climate of risk. Australia is not immune from any of this uncertainty, but perhaps more than any other country in the world, we have what it takes to emerge from these challenging times in a stronger position, by not retreating into ourselves, not by falling back on the same failed strategies of the decade just gone, not by papering over the cracks exposed by the pandemic, or most importantly, refusing to learn its lessons. There is no security in that, only stagnation. Australia's future security and our future prosperity depends on our economy breaking new ground. Australia's future security and our future prosperity depends on our economy breaking new ground, attracting new sources of international investment, diversifying our future exports, boosting the skills of our workforce, building greater resilience in our supply chains, moving more of our businesses up the international value chain, and supporting the full, equal, respectful and overdue participation of women in the economy. This is the dynamic, competitive and diversified economy that we are already working with business to build, and we're seeing encouraging results. The most jobs created in the first year of any government in Australian history. Record levels of participation, care and support economy and adopting breakthroughs in technology are both critical to boosting our productivity, and that's an urgent priority, because the last decade has seen Australia's worst productivity performance on record, including the last 3 years where it essentially has not grown at all. Productivity growth is more than just a box to tick. It's essential for sustaining and sharing economic growth, building long-run prosperity and improving living standards. And it's the big workforces that can deliver the big wins. The care and support economy already represents 10% of our workforce, but that's set to double before 2050. This means we need to recruit an additional 285,000 care workers. A point always worth making in this context is that growing demand for care and support is overwhelmingly a good news story. It reflects the fact that Australians are living longer. More parents, women in particular, are participating in the economy, and more children are gaining the benefits of early education. Equally, we will not unlock meaningful productivity gains simply by demanding an already stretched workforce do more with less. That's particularly true in labour-intensive jobs. Productivity gains have to work alongside improvements in wages and conditions and standards, not against them. This is where productivity isn't just about getting more work out of people. It's about people getting more out of their work for the benefit of both employers and workers. The government, with Ed Husic taking the lead, is engaged in a lot of work to get Australia on the front foot when it comes to technology such as artificial intelligence. We recognise there is huge potential to seize, but we also appreciate there are potential risks that need to be appropriately managed. But that's only one element. We're also investing in the fundamentals, upgrading the NBN so more Australians have access to high-speed, full fibre connections, particularly in the regions. Digital apprenticeships to train the tech workers we need and meet our target of 1.2 million technology-related jobs by 2030. Improving cybersecurity with an emphasis on helping small business and corporate Australia to protect their data and their clients' privacy. And a new push to help small businesses adopt digital technology with confidence. Australia has the resources, the people, the get up and go to seize this moment. Our government is determined to make sure that we do just that. We are a government with a sense of purpose. Grasping these opportunities and sharing them is at the very heart of that purpose. In our first year, I believe that we've laid a very strong foundation. That was the theme of our budget. In the year ahead, we'll continue to build the better future that the Australian people voted for, to shape that future rather than be stagnant and allow that future to shape us. Thanks very much.